Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 commentary. I feel like it's been too long, even though it's really just been like a day or two since I recorded them. I really do enjoy sitting down and casting these, so you guys really enjoyed the previous Korean Starcraft matches that I put up, so I figure, alright, I'll put up another one, and there is a very handy tournament, a very awesome tournament that I can cast some of the games from, the Alima League. And so the Alima League, a very high-level Korean StarCraft 2 weekly tournament, so always lots of up-to-date games. And I've got another Terran versus Zerg here, which I think should be a very fun one to watch. Spawning in the bottom right-hand side of the map, I'm a big fan of his. Bravestar Gaming's Dream. He's a former one of the best players in the world. He's back, he's grinding and playing StarCraft 2 hard again. And his opponent, up in the top left-hand side of the map, playing for Team Chivo. It is RagnaroK. RagnaroK, he's been around quite a while, but I think he's still one of the Zergs that is up and coming and kind of... We have yet to see him really prove himself, in a sense, by having like a really good tournament run. Or maybe I'm just ignorant on that. But no, yeah, I haven't had a chance to cast RagnaroK too many times, and so it's going to be nice to cast him. We're going to see how he's going to deal with something a little bit cheeky here, as Dream is going to be going for one heck of a proxy. Gonna be, yeah, just gonna be tossing out 3 barracks, not your usual 2 racks, but oh, look at this. RagnaroK could be about to see this one. Is his Overlord gonna change path, or is he gonna stay the course? I think he's gonna see the proxy. RagnaroK is gonna know what's coming his way, and he's also in a very good spot already, because he went for a very early spawning pool. Now, he could be about to lose one of his initial Overlords, and that would actually really, really sting for the Zerg player, because, I mean, it's early on, so you definitely don't want to be losing that. Is Dream going to get another Marine after that? Dream has to be very careful, because RagnaroK went for an early spawning pool, so he's got to be aware of those early lings out on the map. And now we see RagnaroK. He's actually going for a spine crawler on the high ground, and he's actually pulling drones to defend this versus Dream. Now, this can go very sour very quickly for the Zerg. He wants to hold the low ground, and so he's building a spine crawler, but it's going to be a minute before that spine, or just a few seconds here before that spine can get down there. The Queen is working away on one of the SCVs. Dream's trying to get up a very nice wall. However, with the early pool, a Queen is already done, so these SCVs are falling. I think Dream's proxy is just about to fall on his face. He saves the one other SCV, but take a look at this. The spine crawler is already up, and this SCV is just going to get targeted down. Look at that. First thing in RagnaroK does, pardon me, is focus that down. And as a result, I think Dream's proxy has just, it's been bossed. He's done though. It's quarter past not happening for Dream, and looks like if you're a Zerg fan, you're pretty happy right now. Dream is pulling the SCVs or he's pulling like 3 SCVs. I mean, Dream's given up at this point, right? He's just gonna keep making Marines, and then I feel he has to go for it. But there is so many lings here. Like, it is, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen. All these Marines are getting surrounded by lings, and yeah, speed lings get a nice surround here onto the Marines of Dream, and that's got to be GG right there. So, we're going to be hopping on into game number 3. This is a best of 3. The map Triton finished up pretty quickly here. Oh, looks like there's a few SCVs coming, but yeah, it's too late. Leave a like for a proxy barracks, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll get on into the next game here. That was a fun one to start things off. But yeah, if you enjoyed that proxy racks, and if you're going to enjoy this next game too, press that like button. Since it's more Korean StarCraft 2, let's try and break that 20 like mark on this video. And of course, if you're new to the channel and enjoy these kind of commentaries, I commentate a lot of StarCraft 2. So feel free to press that like button and that subscribe button, because I put out some of my own games. I might put up a few more of those since I've been streaming a lot lately, just like the really epic ones. And then also lots of commentaries and stuff like that. Also press that bell icon. I know that if you're like old-fashioned on YouTube, you're like, what bell icon? I myself am just kind of still like figuring it out. You just got to press that, and it'll actually give you like a little notification when I put up a video. In the meantime, though, let's get on into this next game. Spawning up in the top left-hand side of the map, it's Dream. And in the bottom right-hand side of the map, it's RagnaroK. RagnaroK, pretty happy with that. If you're a Zerg and you catch a Terran's proxy like that, you're like, oh, stupid Terrans. And in reality, it's not like that. I know RagnaroK's thinking that, but it always makes you a little happy when you catch him. It's like, oh, you tried to pull a fast one. I see what you tried, and it did not work out. Now, RagnaroK, in the previous game, he opened up with an early pool. Now, this game, he's actually going to be opening up with an early pool once again, so RagnaroK's a little bit cheesy. Now, this is interesting to be discovering this player because I haven't had the honor of casting RagnaroK too much before. So we're seeing what he's bringing out, and so far he's 2 for 2 with the cheese index. Because I know Dream was the more cheesy guy in that last game, but RagnaroK went for an early pool himself. So there's something in the water. There's something in the air. Look at that, a roach warren on the way behind this. These Korean tournaments, like. Koreans, when they show up to online cups, they're like, right, let's do this. And they basically just blitz them. They try and play as quick as they can. And yeah, so we tend to get a lot of aggressive games from a tournament like this. At least it's a best of 3, though, so we'll see how this is going to play out. A roach warren on the way here for... Yeah, so that roach warren, we're just waiting for the roaches. Now, oh, this could be bad for RagnaroK. Once again, his Overlord's having a tough day, getting shot at. Can these 2 Marines kill it? Oh, this is going to be close. I think it's got to escape, right? Oh, no, it goes down. It was so close to the high ground there. And that actually just really, really hurts for RagnaroK because he's supply blocked. Or he's going to be supply blocked here. He's got to fire up another Overlord. There we go. One just pops out. So it's not too bad, actually. Okay, so it's not the end of the world losing that, but it still definitely hurts. Now, Dream, interestingly enough, he actually skipped his Reaper. And, I mean, skipping a Reaper can sometimes be nice. You save the gas for, like, a quicker factory or starport or something like that. However, it leaves you unaware of a cheesy Zerg. And the cheesy Zerg it is going to be RagnaroK moving across the map with a few roaches. We'll see if he goes into drones or is just going to start making lings behind this. Either way, he's fairly committed to this now. It's still going to be good for the Zerg here, though, I feel. I mean, Dream hasn't scouted this, and defending a roach attack without scouting it is very tough. He's going to find this now. His 2 Hellions are going to say, ruh-roh, that ain't good. So they're going to quickly try and drive away, or as quick as they can through that inhibitor zone. And now Dream's like, oh, man, here we go again. Cheesy Zerg, I got to deal with this. And we'll see if he's going to be able to do that. I mean, he's got Hellions and Marines on the high ground, but there's 4 roaches and a rat over here coming up here. Even a few wings getting mixed into this. I mean, the Marines put out a fair bit of firepower. One of the roaches goes down. That's a nice start. And these roaches are actually kind of spilling forward. So Dream, I think, is going to hold this just with enough Hellions and Marines. Generally not the best versus roaches, but Dream has enough. And nicely done. He's going to repel this Zerg. Look at this, he's even got a medivac behind this, he's making an armory behind this, his Hellions are pursuing the roaches, and he might just turn this around on RagnaroK. Dream's got to be careful not to eat those corrosive bombs, but yeah, look at this, he's catching a few of the roaches right now, and yeah, that's going to be one dead roach, going to be another dead roach, potentially these Hellions just microing versus these roaches. The Marines even going to find another Overlord. This is just bad news for RagnaroK right now. There goes another roach. And he just lost everything that he moved across the map with besides this one Ravager, and I think even he's going to be joining the graveyard. And yeah, he goes down, and all of a sudden, Dream's going to say Transformers or whatever they do, as these Hellions are going to turn into Hellbats, and all of a sudden, this Zerg is going to be in a lot of trouble. Marines adding their raw damage here as the Hellbats are going to start pushing on in. RagnaroK having a really tough go at it here. As this Terran, oh man, this Terran is just about to tie up the series here. Well done by Dream. Yeah, RagnaroK is just done. The cheese just didn't work out. Very well defended by Dream. And as a result, we are heading on into match number 3 between these 2 players. Let's load it up. Let's take a look. Who's gonna be the one to take it? Dream, I'm a big fan of Dream's. RagnaroK, I mean, I'm starting to see more and more of him. And I've really yet to put a label on him as what kind of player he is. So it's really nice being able to watch this series between the 2 of them. And yes, let's see. Is there going to be an early pool, or is there going to be any cheeky proxy barracks? So far, no cheeky proxy barracks. So far, no early pool, but there very well could be. All right, so The map is World of Sleepers between these two. I mean, it doesn't usually scream as like a super cheesy map, but if you're a dedicated enough StarCraft 2 player, you can cheese on any map. And I mean that. I completely mean it. On RagnaroK, look at this. Early pool once again. His tried and true cheeky build. Gonna be trying to catch Dream off guard a little bit. And I don't know if Dream's like, there's no way he'll do it 3 times in a row, right? Wrong. There is. RagnaroK's just a cheese machine. And let's see how this one's going to play on out here. Of course, he's following it up with an Expo, so it's not like it's super, super all-in or anything like that. But still cool to see RagnaroK willing to bring out such an aggressive style again and again. Alright, so we'll just wait to see how this is going to play on out. What Dream's going to make. I mean, he's just planning on going for a standard Expo. Reaper on the way. Ling's gonna be popping out here. For RagnaroK, 6 Lings, speed or gas on the way so you can get speed or whatever after. And there's the 6 Lings. He's gonna go into drones behind him most likely. And Dream, he's going for a Reaper. So not skipping that this game, but it really can all depend on what position the Reaper's in. If the Reaper's able to intercept the Lings, or if the Terran just moves across the map. Dream is making 1 Marine behind this, but I don't know if he's going to be able to anticipate these Lings coming into his base. And oh yeah, this could be very bad for the Terran player. This is a pretty classic build for the Zerg at this point in the game, but oh man, Dream, he's about to have a tough go at it. He's going to cross the map. He's going to see that the creep is just spreading from the hatchery, see there's a queen out, and he's like, oh no. Oh no. The SCV that was building that command center gets picked off. Dream does not manage to save it. He has to pull a few more SCVs down here in order to chase these Lings away. SCVs are just body blocking for this Marine. One of them goes down though. Looks like the other one working in the CC could go down. Good save from Dream, but no, it is gonna die. Yeah, it does. And all of a sudden, we are looking at a Terran who just lost 3 SCVs because he did not SCV scout. Tell me, Terrans, when are you going to start SCV scouting regularly? Or at least keep your Reaper back at home for a bit? Painful opening there for Dream, and that is actually a very, very big loss for the Terran. Like, it sets you back. Like, barring, like, a perfect defense in which you lose no SCVs because you just micro well with your Marine, you are behind as the Terran, there's no doubt. Dream does get himself, or no, it was actually just a creep tumor cancel. Oh, nicely done for RagnaroK. He's having a nice go at it. Dream wants that creep tumor, but he ain't gonna get it. And yeah, a very nice opening for the Zerg. We'll see what Dream's gonna do to follow this up. He's making some Hellions. He's got a starport. He's got a tech lab. We'll see if he's gonna swap those two or not. Stim does start for Dream, so I'm willing to bet we'll be seeing a 3rd command center behind this, just try and macro out of it. And, oh, these 2 Hellions, Dream, he kind of wanted to go in, but 2 Hellions, they don't deal much damage, so you gotta get some good value. Oh, the Reaper does manage to nab up a drone, but Dream overstays his welcome, and actually loses the Reaper when, I think if he just, darted out with that, he probably could have escaped. Don't quote me on that, but it's a possibility. Dream going for a Viking behind this. No 3rd base just yet. He's still producing his Hellions. He's got a Marine out. The Viking will pop out. Probably going to be able to kill this Overlord. Yeah, this Overlord, he parks right on top of it, and he's like, oh no, a Viking! So that is a dead Overlord. The Hellions for Dream kind of want to go on in, but his hesitation costs him a Hellion, and this is just looking tough for Dream. Spore Crawler's starting for the Zerg player, so RagnaroK just being very safe. Meanwhile, that 3rd CC is on the way for the Terran. It's part of the wall for Dream. Pretty normal build here. The follow-up can be tough, and if you're Dream, you got to make sure that you wall this off completely. This is not a wall. And I think even if he builds 1 more depot, it still won't be a complete wall. Walling with command centers is a big, big pain in the butt. For those of you that don't play Terran, like, sometimes the Lings can just slip through. Like, I'm pretty sure with this supply depot here, you may be like, oh, the rings are going to be touching. That's not going to be, is that a complete wall? Maybe it is. Okay. I'm not necessarily convinced there. Sometimes Lings can fit through when you don't think they can. I don't know. Probably a complete wall. I'm gonna trust Dream. I'm just reflecting my own bad experiences on Dream. CCs can be a little bit deceiving that way. Dream, by the way, just playing very, very greedy. Double eBay on the way behind this. So third CC, double eBay. He's made some Hellions. He's just sharking around, trying to keep that map control going. He can't dive into the Zerg's base. RagnaroK is more than prepared for this. He's got Queens. He's got 14 Lings, which should be enough to shut that down. And so, yeah, just a pretty good spot here for the Zerg, I feel. He hasn't, he actually has confirmed it's a third CC, so RagnaroK can really just drone up, and he's doing that for the most part, up to 61 drones already. Dream, he's going to be playing Bio behind this. Interestingly enough, Dream, okay, no, he does have his Stimpack done. Doesn't have a lot of Marines to go with, though. Gonna wait for a few more to pop out. And then he'll begin dropping away. More bio production on the way. I mean, Dream's not in a terrible spot, but he is going to be pressured to try and make something happen. Otherwise, this could be one of those runaway Zerg situations in which the Zerg just powers up, goes full Super Saiyan, and as the Terran, you're just kind of left in the dust in a sense. Oh, that one Medivac was thinking about just abandoning his Marine buddies. Dream rocking all the coolest skins, by the way. He's got the classic Marine, I think. He's got classic SC, I think that's either the new Marine or the classic Marine skin he's got. I want to say that's the classic Marine. Maybe. Don't quote me on. Yeah, I think that's classic. Just look at their gun. That is a very classic Marine gun. Dream, I mean, he's going to be securing his third base on position. He's got drops all over the map. So far, there's no mutas or anything else for RagnaroK. The last TvZ series I cast, the Zerg did not seem to want to make, like, Corruptors or anything like that. And so he just kind of got played. So we'll see what tech RagnaroK's going into. He's actually teching into Hydras, which is a very good one in my opinion. The Terran player wants to move on out. He's got his Hellions. He's got some bio pushing out behind us, but he's got to be very careful. There is a lot of Zerg on the ground. Make no mistake. Dream wants to push on in with this. There's going to be a attempted Baneling drop at some point going on, though, and he's actually pushing on in right now with Hellbats and Stim Marines, but there is not a lot of Terran right now. He's got a drop moving towards the third base, which could be good, but as far as this push goes on the front, I do not see this succeeding. There is so much Zerg out on the map. There's no Hydras. These Marines are going to have an extra bad day as the Banelings roll on in and connect. The drop towards the third was repelled, and yeah, this is going to be a tough one for Dream. He does actually get out with his Medivacs and saves a few Marines, but not too much is going Dream's way this game. It's not the end of the world yet, however, it could quickly turn sour here for the Terran. This Zerg, he's going for a Baneling drop, this fancy Overlord here, with like all sorts of, I don't know, receivers on him, are going to be dropping these Banelings into the main base of Dream. Looks like the Terran player has spotted this, and he's actually splitting his Marines, so he's well aware that that could have been Banelings. So actually a very nice response from Dream, shutting that down. I mean, sometimes Terrans don't expect that kind of drop play, as it's not the most common thing, but it's definitely something that can be brought out. We are going to be seeing Dream go for a drop versus the Zerg. 4 Widow Mines loaded up into a Medivac. That's a lot of his AoE he's committing to that drop, as as a Terran, you gotta have some sort of splash damage usually versus a Zerg. So the fact that Dream's committing this to a drop, kinda risky in a sense. It could leave him a little bit open, I feel. Meanwhile, take a look at this. Another Baneling drop being queued on up, this time at the third base. Dream has Marines in position, but is he gonna react? The SCV is not being pulled away. Oh, 10 SCVs, 14 SCVs die. That is a massive loss there for Dream. He kills the Overlord as compensation, but he would have much preferred not to lose all those SCVs. That really stifled his economy there. And now he's going to have to quickly try and resaturate that as well as he can, but it's tough to do while you're pushing the Zerg. Widowmine, oh, it doesn't get that good of a connection. How'd that Widowmine drop do, by the way? It hasn't gone in yet. I mean, it's waiting for the right opportunity. Is Dream going to move in with that? He's got to drop towards the third. Is that Medivac drop going? But no, look at this, Dream. He's got to be careful. His attack is getting pounced on there. Where's that drop? Okay, it's just kind of hanging out for now. I mean, if he's not going to use the units to attack, he should have been, or to harass, he should be using them into these main fights, but Dream is really doing neither of those things right now. Baneling's rolling on in. This could be disastrous for Dream. The Bane hit his SCV line. 9 more go down. I mean, it seems he repels the main attack. Wait, did he go in with that drop? No, he hasn't. He's been continuously trying to harass, but he did lose 12 SCVs there, and he's down on supply. It looks like he's going to just be trying to push into his opponent. but there's the drop going to be going off. Drilling Claws now complete, so he is going to get himself 13 drones, make that 14 drones, which is nice for the Terran. Meanwhile, yeah, he's going to save one of the mines. But, oh man, this could be a bit rough here for Dream. Lings are just chilling out, waiting for a good counterattack opportunity. And, oh, here goes those Lings. Is Dream going to react in time? No, he's not. A massive counterattack there by RagnaroK. And all of a sudden, there is so many Lings in the space of Dream. Dream is just getting pulled apart right now. The SCVs are running, the Widow Mines go off, but excellently baited out by RagnaroK. Dream has to pull his army back, and this just gives the Zerg so much time just to drone up, just to become an absolute powerhouse in this game, as he's going to be reaching maxed out, while the Terran is just trying to clean up these drops. And the longer time goes on, the more Banes Zerg can build, the more tech Zerg can build, the more larvae they build up, and Dream is still just trying to clean up his natural base here. The amount of mining time and everything that's been denied, 20 SCVs go down. It's just, this is just disastrous here for Dream. And while he's trying to get off more Widow Mine drops, I think it's quarter past not happening. The drop's moving on in for the Terran. He's going to kill off a Queen. He's going to have to get a lot of damage done here if he wants to come back into this game, I feel. I mean, he's down 50 supply. Marines are going for a drop. I think he's got to get these boys out of here, though. He saves a few of them, gets 5 drones. An okay trade there for the Terran. And he is on 4 bases, but his planetary is mighty exposed in this Zerg player. Impact's got, or RagnaroK, pardon me, is looking to kill him. Pardon me, the last TvZ I cast was Impact. And, let's take a look. Baneling's going to be rolling on him. The SCV's like, do we repair the planetary or do we run? The planetary just gets cracked like it's nothing. And suddenly Dream is knocked down to 3 bases versus a Zerg player who is on 5, 6 bases, something like that. And it's just this classic position Terran finds himself in versus a Zerg player. The Zerg plays well enough that the Terran kind of just wears thin in a sense, and there's not a chance that this attack is going to work for Dream. I mean, he can try. Supplies actually even some... Okay, maybe there is a chance here. He's going to need some very good Marine splits, though, as there is a ton of Baneling. Where's the splits for Dream? He's cutting back. He's got a good amount of medivacs, but oh no, the Banelings are rolling forward. He's bogged up there, and he has to lift up and boost on out. And the Zerg player is just going to pursue Dream off of creep right now. RagnaroK doubling the supply of the Terran, essentially. And this is just so much Zerg. 3-3 is about to finish up. I believe there's adrenal glands too. Yeah, this is a dead Terran here unless Dream pulls off a miracle. Parasitic Bomb even being tossed down. SCVs are dying, buffering for the bio, but that's going to be the end of it for Dream. And RagnaroK excellently closing this out. Just his counterattacks just got too much damage done there. And GG gets called as RagnaroK is the player who is able to take it 2-1 over Dream. A very nice TvZ series to cast there. If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to press that like button, turn on that, or press that bell icon next to the subscribe button to enable notifications. And of course, if you're new to the channel, press that subscribe button in the first place. I put out commentaries like this as often as I can. And yeah, all series, I mean, they all can't be like amazing, like super back and forth. Like, this is a legitimate showing of a Starcraft 2 series in which one player kind of just kills the other, or say like a cheese wins or something like that, or a cheese gets held. The series aren't necessarily always too long, but if you enjoyed this one, make sure to press that like button. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.